And we are back as we continue to follow the track of the storm. Let's bring in Senator Bob Menendez now from New Jersey. And I know, Senator, that you also have lost power along with, I believe it could be up to half of the state of New Jersey. What's your understanding now as to how bad this storm was? Was it as bad or worse than you thought?
Well, it's pretty bad, Aaron. We've got anywhere between 750,000 and 1 million people in New Jersey without power at this point, and in the building that I live in, 3 of the windows were blasted out by the wind, we have over 100 road closures, and so we've got some major consequences as a result of Sandy.
And when you think back on your life in New Jersey, I mean, how does this rate in terms of other storms? Where I'm standing, we're talking about the surge was a record. We hadn't seen anything like that. I mean, it topped by almost 3 feet what we saw back in 1960. Is this the worst that New Jersey's seen?
Well, I think it's the worst I've seen here in my lifetime in the state. Between storm surges, between the wind, of course, we're not through with it yet. It's probably as bad as I've ever seen. I've never seen some of the flooding that's taken place, even though rain hasn't been the biggest part of this. But for some coastal parts, there's been huge flooding, obviously Atlantic City and other places, Monmouth Ocean, Atlantic, big parts of where it was hit. But a lot of trees down, large trees down, doing a lot of the ruptures of the power lines, flooding in places like Hoboken where access is really tough for the city to get to people. So it's a major incident.
And Senator, I know you just had a chance to get off the phone with Governor Chris Christie of the state of New Jersey. How did that conversation go?
Well, he had a conference call lining up all of the different departments and giving us a briefing about it, and also said on the call that President Obama had called them, that told them to call directly for any assistance. And I've also had conversations with the FEMA director as well as the Army Corps of Engineers, and I'm pleased to see that we have more than 1,500 FEMA personnel positioned along the East Coast, working to support disaster preparedness and as well as search and rescue operations. There's 28 teams comprised of 294 FEMA corps that are pre-staged, as we had asked for. There's 3 federal urban search and rescue task forces. So, I'm glad to see the federal government is working hand in hand with Governor Christie and all